just wanna be sedated all night long. I met a girl and she needs to be I'm just a mess, so I guess that is complicated. She's like I just wanna be sedated all night long. She's like a tidal wave, and I wanna drown. It's like a hurricane. When she comes around, she comes around, she comes around.
First opened in 1975, resurrected in 2006, we welcome you inside the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints, here in downtown New Orleans. The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And off we go from the Superdome. This one will be taken in the end zone. No. Forthcoming, and the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from the April draft. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take them down in the backfield for a loss.
Fields from the pistol. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
So fourth down, the Rams who send out Ethan Evans to punt. Back deep for the Saints, it's Rashid Shaheed. Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. He'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. Rattler now back to throw. And this will be incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Here's Rattler. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. And he will dive into the end zone. 83 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans. Reichard good with the extra point. The Saints will take a 7-0 lead. Reichard out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Here comes a return from the end zone. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
First down, Fields. Quick throw here is complete. Here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Kool-Aid McKinstry. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll send their tight end left. Throwing is Rattler. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Shaheed in motion. Looking to throw. Rattler. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Now Rattler gonna throw. He'll try to run for it.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fields. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Fields. He'll air it out down the middle. That's caught. And he will take this one in. 74 yards. Touchdown, Rams. The extra point from Carney is good. And the Rams will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Throwing now is Rattler. Oh, yeah.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Second and a yard. On the ground, this is Kentre Miller. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
So 2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Once again, it's Miller. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. To throw, it's Rattler. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, New Orleans. Shaheed in motion. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. A pass taken in by Miller. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect...
That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Saints. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year. Reichard good with the extra point. And the Saints will move out to a 14-7 lead. Reichard out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Fields operating out of the pistol. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now a give up the middle. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Fields now. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Fields. They'll look to set up the screen here. Now Fields. He's going to take a shot down the field. And this ball incomplete on third down.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make better decisions here in the second half.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to keep it himself. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
They'll try again here, second and 10. He'll look to throw. Brought in by Chris Olave. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That one good for 29.
Throwing a comeback route against zone coverage, it can be a little bit tricky. Remember, in zone, the defender's eyes are on the quarterback. So if your receiver doesn't sell that right and this ball's not thrown on time, you're going to end up watching that defender take this thing back the other way. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Second down and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Miller. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Here's Miller. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And the Saints are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
5 yards from the house. They've got it first and goal. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
The entire idea of the bootleg is to move your quarterback off of his normal spot. Buy some extra time for your offensive line and alleviate some of the pressure on the protection. But in this case, it seemed to me like the quarterback panicked a little bit. He went into survival mode and ended up leading to a massive loss.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10. His drive will start on the ground. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Play action now for Fields. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Here's Fields. And that is incomplete.
It's 2 straight plays now where this secondary has won their matchup. And right now the offense needs to find some plays that just call for easy completions. Get your wide receivers in space. Allow them to run after the catch. Because right now these downfield passes, the defense is all over.
Rattler now back to throw. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a 1st down to go with it. Shaheed in motion. Now he'll give to Miller running right. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Rattler. He'll go right and find his running back. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Well, it's been pretty clear this offense has wanted to get this running back involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. And with the success they've found, I expect the rest of the game to go very similar.
On the handoff, this is Miller. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. They're going to toss it now to Miller. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Quick throw here is complete. Good try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. And they're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. Officially a 29-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Saints can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
They go play action with Fields. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. Jones motioning here. Fields from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out. Not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Looking to throw, Rattler. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Now Rattler gonna throw. Across midfield, shot out of a cannon. What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. A huge play just before the half. A pickup of 44 yards. Throwing now is Rattler. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Rams have it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
On 1st and 10, Fields. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Fields now on 2nd down. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Tight end on the move left. To throw, it's Rattler. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Throwing is Rattler. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. He keeps it himself.
That play had sack written all over it. So that's a great job by the quarterback, not only escaping the initial pressure, even though he doesn't gain a whole lot, he's able to pick up some positive yards for what looked like a disaster in the start.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. He'll drop to throw. Taken in right side by the tight end Johnson. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
Throwing now from the gun. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. And he will score. Kendra Miller, touchdown, New Orleans. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The offense will stay out there as they will line up and go for 2. The shotgun snap. He'll look to... That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Simmons. And the Rams are going to take over once again at their own 20-yard line. Out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fields. 1st down throw there is incomplete.
We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off. And now here in the 2nd half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on 1 or 2 of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one.
Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And will mark him down up beyond the 30.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Thrown left side, the catch is made. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
He's going to look for the home run ball. And that is incomplete.
Aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Second down, it's Fields. He's going to try it here again. And that is incomplete.
And here we have another missed opportunity for an offense that have already had a handful of them throughout this game. And let's be honest, Mike, you just can't afford to overthrow a man that's that open, especially when you're trying to overcome a double-digit deficit in the NFL.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. Back to throw is Fields. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, L.A.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
First down, Fields. Now he'll air one out. That's caught! And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Touchdown, Rams.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. That is caught, and they get the 2-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Rattler now back to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
A run up the middle with Miller. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Rattler. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up. Like you can see, he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes. And once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
They're going to get this outside. This could be a double pass. His throw, a good one. It's caught. And it works to perfection. A double pass leading to a run into the end zone for a touchdown. Reichert good with the extra point. The Saints will extend this third quarter lead. Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. Fields now to throw on first down. Going for it all. Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. Picked off by Jordan Howden. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. A pass taken in by Miller. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Here's a handoff to Miller. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Miller. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
The ball carried by the wide receiver. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. Officially, a 29-yard attempt. Three for three in the game, as this one is also good. And the Saints add on to their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. Like you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get three.
Reichert had the field goal a moment ago. He's back out now to kick this one away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he can only get back to the 16-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. Here's a 2nd and 9. Fields. To the right side here. Pass is caught. And they're going to mark him down up past the 30.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive...
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Going up top. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. 1st down sack. 2nd down big play attempt. Falls incomplete. Now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
Fields from the gun on 3rd down. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Bush. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Now Rattler gonna throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And the Saints are gonna be set up with a 1st and goal now. Tackle made at the 9.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. You're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
Here's Miller. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. Here now, 2nd down and goal. One more time with Miller. And that big offensive run, clearing space. He's in. Hendry Miller, touchdown Saints. That is 2nd touchdown of the game and 17 for the season. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Reichard, good with the extra point. And the Saints will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Reichard out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. A 1st down throw for Fields. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Fields now on 2nd down. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Shaheed in motion. They'll run it right here with Miller. He's going to force his way for a yard or two, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. His handoff to Miller, running left. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. A run out of the gun. It's Miller. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Third and long. Throwing is Rattler.
Sometimes it's just a case of taking what the defense gives you. And here's one of those examples. There's nowhere for him to go with the ball. For a minute, it looked like he was going to be able to pick up this first down with his legs. The defense rallies, brings him down short of the first down marker, sets up fourth down.
Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Saints will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Reichert had the field goal a moment ago. He's back out now to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Off the play action, here's Fields. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Bush. The pick 6 for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see, and it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum builder.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
And they'll show them the sideline, out of bounds, getting back to the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, Fields. Oh, he puts another ball up for grabs, and this one's also intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And he won't be able to take it all the way in, but that is a great return, and they are set up 1st and goal.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So this one, a win for the Saints. And they do it in blowout fashion. We thought this might be a competitive battle. was anything but. Points came early, and often they cruised to an easy victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Saints are winners, as we say so long from New Orleans.